And I swear to God, sometimes, you could sit there and listen, and it's like you could hear the old timers talking, or my parents, or my father, or my grandfather, because they all worked these quarries. And it's like, it's so quiet and peaceful to sit here and just soak it up. Pretty sunrise. I can remember, God, I must have been 10 or 12 years old, and coming up here, he would be cutting stones and hand splitting it and everything, and I would just be watching it and falling in love with it by the minute. And he would cut scrap pieces off the end of the blocks, and he'd throw them in the mud, and he'd tell me, make some slate out of that. My biggest Christmas present one year is he bought me a new chisel, and I still have it. A slate splitting chisel. And I thought that I owned the world right there and then. I got that little piece of steel. That's all it was. Since that Christmas, I'll never forget it. Could not wait till springtime to get up to start working at the quarry and split the slate. To me, it was like being around a rock star. It was just, it was great. It was just great. And he drove around and beat up pickup trucks, and we had our dog George. He used to jump in and out of the back, and I don't know, the nostalgia of it all, and it was just a cool thing to be around him. Really great guy.
He's got a long ways, a lot to learn, because I got a lot to teach. Sometimes the best teacher is the one who goes too slow,
He wanted to pass things on, He just didn't want to have all the stuff he knew die with him. He wanted to pass it on, and I think he's happy that I work with him. He's real glad. Not only that, he's getting a little old.
And I look back at it now, he literally was my free college education. There is a total right now of about 10 family businesses in this valley that supply a worldwide market for roofing slate. They're separately owned now by Terrans, Tacos, Pliscos, Cavinos. These were the people whose fathers and grandfathers were workers in these mines, and they ended up buying the mines that they used to work for. That's how they became owners of the slate industry. And to this day, they're still under those names. Really, the vein of rock that's workable is literally a tenth of what that vein is still. It's untapped. It's still a natural resource that's still there. I don't see it ever expiring. I actually see the labor force and the people that own these quarries expiring before the mineral, because we are a dying breed. This has been part of this village that has supported so many families and, made things grow. I don't want to see it die, but I don't know how to stop it. It's sad to be able to look at something that you love so much and you can't stop it from dying. I witnessed that same thing with my wife when my wife passed away of cancer, and I couldn't stop it. I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid of that happening here. It scares me. With the power company, there's 969 people that are without power in the village of Granville alone. Limit in and out usage of any garage doors as well. Period. Thank you, Mayor Labas. I don't want to have like a stature level to say I'm the mayor. You know, I just want to say I'm here to help. You know, anything I can do to help you out, I would. Yeah, give me a sign that says helper, not leader. But I enjoy it a lot. I enjoy it because I love this town and I love the area that I grew up in, and it's become a part of me.
Tell everybody you met the D. Williams, not Dick, Dave, Doug, Darcy, Dana, Damon,
Buckling and a running, hey, hey, skipping and jumping in the misty morning fog wind. Our hearts are flowing, and you, a brown-eyed girl.
I just love you guys. You're like,
We love you too.
you're like better than family, honestly. Right back at you.
I say the same thing all the time.
You're my family.
This is my family.
Community of Granville that was built on hard work, love, and passion for families and for their neighbors. It's being shared still to this day by the people that were raised that way.
And I think that any small town in America is like that. And I wouldn't trade it for the world. Crazy. Love story with a rock. The reason I stay into it is because the history of the slate industry in this village and this area, and the people that have dedicated their lives to it, from all walks of life, from all ethnic backgrounds, to better their life. I just feel such a pride and a close-knit attachment to those people in this industry. And I also am very grateful that I was born into it. That's why I say I couldn't consider retirement, because it would be like I would feel like I was betraying something. I was betraying my background or my history because I just quit doing it. I can't do that. I just can't walk away from something like that. I try to lead my life in the same aspect of the way I do my work and the way I do things as mayor. We do a lot of good things for the village, and the things that we're building now are going to be here way long after I'm gone. So that's kind of like my little pride and joy.
But across the whole hill, like all the trucks and everything, you'll see about 10 minutes from now, everything's going to start rolling.
What do you have without legacy? When somebody leaves a legacy or a mark on this earth, that's the only thing that you can follow. But I guess my father used to say this all the time. He's like, the mark of a man is going to be the proof as how many people show up at your funeral. Well, when people respect and care about what you did or what you did to try to help them, they'll remember you. I guess that remains to be told after I'm gone. If people remember me with a smile, I guess that's all I considered a legacy to be.
I like it up here the best because it's quiet and nobody's around. You know, nobody comes up and bugs you. All the city jazz, I don't like that stuff. Too noisy.
Granville's a great place to be from. Where from?